His life has been shortened significantly. It doesn't look too bad if you close your eyes. I'm gonna just say, like, this looks like shit. Welcome back to my favorite series where I am once again 100% disappointed in the DIY community. My favorite thing about this series is people that don't know what they're doing film themselves not knowing what they're doing, sharing like they know what they're doing, because it is absolutely not working for them. You guys are the best because you send me some incredibly vile, wild, and concerning videos, and we're gonna get right into it today.
Here's part 2 of me attempting to marble my floor with no experience.
Attempting to do my floor with no experience.
Okay,
this speaks volumes.
I
don't think this woman has ever seen marble in her life before. It's a Jackson, oh my god, even Jackson Pollock would be offended looking at this.
And then here's my boyfriend putting the clear coat on top.
Oh honey, no.
And if you've made it this far, is the floor completely done. Okay, not completely done because currently we are putting on the baseboard.
Respectfully, don't continue this anywhere in your home. Oh my god, this poor soul. I don't know what she thought she was trying to do. I would say a nice hardwood over top of this would 100% make it look way better. It doesn't look too bad if you close your eyes. Oh no, you all know how much I dislike epoxy flooring to begin with, but to do it yourself and just splash black, white, and gray and mix it together and say that you're doing like a floor reveal of making it look like marble is disrespectful to marble. 0 out of 10. There is no saving this whatsoever because the epoxy is now sealed and cured, which means you have completely destroyed and ruined your floors. This is a crime scene. Oh my god, no. We're not off to a great start. I certainly hope the next one's gonna be better, but you guys send me the wildest stuff, so I'm not holding my breath.
So I had my honey put this ledge in because I like having a little ledge where you can put like
yikes, that shiplap isn't doing
a little
much
flower
justice
bottle
here.
Or
oh, and you can see all the nail holes in it too.
Oh my god, they look so beautiful.
Oh no, what
look
the
at that. Oh.
I'm sorry, pardon my French, but what is with all those pot lights? Why is there 10 of them right above the mirrors when you already have the wall sconces? Oh my god, now that I'm rewatching it back, the shiplap also doesn't even align in the corners. That's, you know, a criminal offense right there. I'm honestly surprised they didn't put pot lights right on the mirrors because that would have just like added to the ambience of like when you turn those lights on, it's probably going to like, you're lighting it up as if you were to light a stadium. Oh, 1 out of 10, and that's even pushing it. Everything needs to be fixed in here. I don't think you could really work with anything. The pot lights you could land a plane with how many you have in a row there. Oh Lord, I think like no room anywhere needs pot lights 3 inches apart from 3 to 5 inches apart from each other. That's just like, you know what? I have to give them the 1 because I see that they were at least consistent with the finishes, with the tap, the overflow drain, the mirror, and the wall sconces. The small little ledge around the trim, around the faucet is killing me because this is why you plan ahead, people. You could make a really incredible layout if you planned for the size of the vanity, the size of the faucet, where the hole of the faucet is. The amount of times I've seen someone just add a prefabricated vanity in without any cause or concern with the other elements that are putting into your space is concerning. And I'm gonna just say, like, this looks like shit. It really does. And yeah, the 1 point is literally just for the color and the cohesiveness of this because everything is bad. The nail stamps are visible, the shiplap not lining up. I maybe would have given them another point if I got to see all those lights on just for the sake of seeing what it looks like on because, whew, Jesus, take the wheel.
Here's a rental-friendly way to create these wooden panels that will turn your boring bedroom into something a lot cozier.
Okay.
Getting plywood and seating them, but I found these
I love the sound insulated panels. These are fantastic, especially for a bedroom.
Like mine, I
definitely recommend getting extra and cutting them to fill out the spaces.
Next,
The panels really help amplify the height in this room, which I can really appreciate. And it looks like they were able to hide the wall sconces behind it as well. Like, I see that in the beginning, these are mounted there on the wall. This would be really great for a renter if you want to add wall sconces, because you can hide those cords behind for the switch. This is, I'm glad at least, you know, this brought me a little bit of hope. I think this is a really great DIY to put together like this. The one thing that I'm not a huge fan of is the slats. Once again, slats have always been super trendy, but I really appreciate that they took that contact paper that looks like solid wood and they put it over the middle panels. I would have done it on all the panels on the back wall. It would have given it a much more richer feel to it. Yes, it reduces the amount of dimension because you're covering up those slats, but the high contrast between the black is a little bit too much, especially with everything else in this bedroom being very light and airy. I think updating the color palette to be a little bit richer would have given it a much more cozier vibe for a bedroom for real look. But overall, I think this is a great DIY. Design Daddy approved. I'm gonna give it, you know, a 9 out of 10. You can really transform a space with very minimal products once you know what to do. Let's hope we're on a good streak for this next one. Oh no, what is he doing? I don't know if I can trust the process here, because when I see a person bringing out a sander and sanding down a fridge, a stainless steel fridge, mind you, that it already stands out. This man also isn't wearing a respirator, anything to cover his eyes from what I can see, or his mouth. This man is inhaling, oh my God, shards of stainless steel that are now going everywhere in your house. There's one thing to have a giant fridge that draws attention, but then to just like draw a picture on it permanently. This reminds me of the art people buy on the beach in Jamaica, and it all looks the same. Like the sunset, you got that one palm tree, oh my God, and he's still going, and not, oh. I'm all for people like, you know, making their house one of a kind, adding in unique art, but this is taking it to a whole new level. Once again, I'm concerned for his health. Those little shavings, even if you're putting a sealer on this, what are you sealing? It's not making it smoother. You have literally taken a stainless steel surface and grinded it down so it's rough. Never mind cleaning this, but if you take a paper towel to wipe this down, it's going to shred it apart, and it's probably going to shred your hand apart as well. This, Americans, like this is, I love you all, but this is like a lawsuit waiting to happen. Some little kid is gonna like rub up against it and they're gonna slice their finger open. This is 0 to 10. I'm worried for his health. It looks as if like this is his metal art that he does all the time as a career. His life has been shortened significantly. Not for me. Okay, once again, crossing my fingers for the next.
Where's yours from, Zara or the evil Timu?
Zara or the
neither,
evil
actually.
team.
I made it.
In theory, I like this. I quite like the wabi-sabi trend that people are getting into that gives you more of that real like texture, handmade feel in your space. It works with the vibe from what I can see of the few pieces that she has, especially the decor. I quite like. Doing this on a surface that is high touch and high use, like a coffee table, is probably not going to be as functional as it may look in this quick clip because it's going to collect everything. I think if you did this as like a wall panel, it would be unbelievably beautiful. Like this is a great like DIY that could be extended into a few different things. I think this is a headboard would be gorgeous. These little drill bit pieces you can buy that drill out in circular or different shapes, you can get at a hardware store for super cheap. You could even do this in an MDF. Probably not MDF. Actually, you know what? Don't do it in MDF. I would probably get an actual wood panel so you get the grain to it as well. And you could really amplify this. Vertical surface versus horizontal surface, I think is key for this. Really great way to introduce personalization, texture, depth, and dimension is what is really on trend right now. So I'm gonna give them kudos for that. I'm gonna have to give this an overall 5 out of 10. The creativity was there, but not used for the right items. In a different application, I think this would be a 10 out of 10. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like in theory, the hardware is nice, but probably as expensive as that is. Oh, and you hear them shaking around. Ugh. Like if I can hear my cutlery clanging back and forth to open up a drawer, it's not gonna be good for me. For someone who has like sensory issues when you're hearing like stainless steel or even like clanging, the entire mechanism, if it had different layers to it, would work a little bit better. I do like the hidden drawer that opens up with it and you have those different layers that you can utilize so much storage in a kitchen space, but having that come open separately for your cutlery is not going to be functional in the long term. When I think about forks, knives, they're sharp. You're either putting them face down or face up. If they're going face down, they're going to be damaging the bottom if that's not completely covered. And if it's metal, it's going to be scratched up to high heaven and it's never going to look great. And if you face the cutlery up, you're now opening yourself up for problems when you're going to reach in and grab a fork and a knife. They're sticking up, you're going to poke yourself with them. The idea was there. I'm going to give them a 3 out of 10 for this because I like the idea of the rest of the hardware and organization for these interior drawers, but having a separate compartment just for that and have everything up and having it move around all the time, it's not going to do it for me. And honestly, how expensive door hardware is to do something like this, waste of money. Okay, let's see what we got next. Okay, wall hung toilet. I don't know, wall hung toilet is good. Okay, he's cutting out cement board to extend the toilet out further from the wall. Usually you want a wall hung toilet that's, you know, closer, but it looks like it's maybe like an inch. Oh, are those LEDs? Okay, you know what? I'm kind of on the fence with this one. I like the idea of having accent light in a bathroom, especially in the middle of the night when you need to use the toilet, and having that nice kind of soft glow around the toilet I think is beautiful. It gives that little nice, oh, and it's RGB rated too. So at least you can change the colors if you really want to go like hardcore on this. The installation looks great. The concrete board to give it that extra adhesion to off-put it from the wall so you can add that 1/4 inch or probably maybe 1/2 inch strip of LED around it, I think is really nice. I personally wouldn't have done the full perimeter around the toilet because now it just looks like a halo that's like glowing from the wall. I think if they added just the LED underneath, it would have given the illusion of a floating toilet, but also it gives you that indirect light of what you want in the evening when you need to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night. I'm one of those people that get up at 3 a.m. to go to the bathroom every single night. And you know what I have? My toilet has an LED inside. So I can actually see, I don't have to turn any of the lights on. And what's great about it is that it's in direct. It doesn't affect your circadian rhythm when you're trying to actually fall back asleep again. This may be a little bit too bright. My one other concern for this one is that I certainly hope that LED is a wet rated system because, you know, that's a splash zone. The last thing you want to do is have to take all that off to clean all up in there when you're cleaning the toilet itself. Now that I'm rewatching this again, there's a few other like big issues. I'm gonna have to give them a 7 out of 10. It probably would have been a 9 out of 10, but the tile installation around that toilet is absolute horrendous. I can see all the edges. Nothing is lined up straight. And I feel like if you're promoting a cool detail like this, I probably would have wanted everything else to look really nice as well. Maybe that's just me. I'm noticing everything when I look at specific details, and that is just not doing it for me at all. That it's really poor application. The idea was great though. I don't know how you all find these offenders. People that don't know what they're doing like to share like they know what they're doing. And it is quite tragic because there are certain things online that people will watch and be like, this is a great idea. No, it's not a good idea. Please send it to me first so I can review it and tell you if it's actually functional, if it's safe, if it's legal, and if you could actually do this in your own home. Because some of the other ones are just laughable. It's literally a train wreck. You can't look away. You have to watch it over and over again. And I think it's even worse because now the internet has shared such gratitude being like, oh my God, this is a great job. No, it's not. The only person that should be judging you is a trained professional that can also say whether it's good or bad. And if they're not weighing in on it, probably should avoid it. As always, thank you so much for watching. This is one of my favorite series to do because this is unlimited content. There is so much out there in the ether of TikTok, Instagram of people doing DIYs. But as always, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, and if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, you can also follow me on Instagram and TikTok at Mr. Phoenix Ray for all my daily tips and tricks. And if you're ever second guessing yourself, just ask, what would Design Daddy do? Don't do a DIY, hire a professional.